Thank you for joining me for our intermediate level yoga class. It's great to have you. Today, our practice is going to be very hips opening focused. First, we're going to start on our backs and activate the core so that throughout the whole practice, it's really engaged. So we're going to fire up from the outset. So onto your backs, cradle the head with interlaced fingers, angle the elbows in slightly so you can plug your shoulder blades down the back. You can access a lot more strength that way and you don't create a lot of tension. Okay, take the legs straight up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, curl shoulders up and twist to the left. And try to get that left shoulder blade off the mat completely as you rest your awareness on the belly and push down. Drop your right leg away from you. Lower if you're strong or higher if you're not so strong. Don't try to go too low. Inhale, drop the left leg down to meet the right. Take it out to the side. Use your exhale to draw that leg back in and up, and then curl your tailbone at the end to get into the deeper core more. Okay, that's one. Inhale, lower, out, shoulder blade off the back, in, and exhale, curl tailbone, two. Inhale, lower, out, in, exhale, three. Inhale, raise the core, out, squeeze it back in, up, four. Inhale, out, in, exhale, five. Inhale, lower, out, in, exhale, six. Inhale, lower, out, in, exhale, seven. Inhale, lower, out, in, exhale, eight. Inhale, lower, out, in, exhale, nine. Inhale, lower, out, in, and exhale for 10. Release your right hand only and stretch the arm straight. And reach up for the left foot or ankle or calf, whatever you can reach. Grab a hold of it anywhere and pull the leg towards you. You'll feel your tailbone curl up. You'll really feel that core a lot, okay? All right, good. So here we go. Curl the leg towards you. Inhale, lower the left leg and the right arm. Keep hovering the right leg. And at the end range, reach it away. The right fingers touch the wall behind you. The left toes touch the wall in front of you. On the exhale, jackknife it up. And curl the shoulders up and take the leg up and pull it towards you, curling the tailbone up for one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl tailbone, two. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, stretch it away. Exhale, three. Breath in and breath out for four. Inhale, exhale, five. Breath in, inhale, lengthen, exhale, six. Inhale, straight arm, straight leg. Exhale, seven. Inhale, exhale, eight. Inhale, exhale, 9, and inhale, and exhale for 10. Very nice. Bend your left leg and cradle the head with both hands again. Keep your right leg hovering just as it's bent, okay? Inhale, lengthen the leg away. The right leg really stretches away, okay? Bring your left side to your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, curl the shoulders up. Now lift the shoulders up and twist. Tap your right elbow to your left knee and try to make contact. Curl your tailbone up a little. You'll really feel the crunch in your core. It's so juicy. Inhale, lower the upper body. Extend the left leg away. Exhale, lift and come up the center this time. There's two parts. Left elbow, left knee. Curl the tailbone up. Squeeze it. Inhale, lengthen away, lower. And exhale, lift, twist, and tap. Right elbow to left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, up the middle. Left elbow, left knee. Let's call that two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift, twist, and tap. Inhale, exhale, up the middle, three. Inhale, exhale, lift, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, up the middle for four. Inhale, exhale, lift, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, five. Inhale, exhale, lift, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, six, chin to your chest. Inhale, exhale, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, seven. Use your breath, please. Inhale, exhale, that's the power, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, scoop belly for eight. Breathing in, lengthen. Exhale, lift, twist, and tap. Inhale, exhale, nine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, and tap. Inhale, exhale, up the middle, and hold that, your 10th one. Drive left elbow into left knee, drive left knee into left elbow, push against each other for opposing action, and the curl tailbone up and shoulders up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Well done, you guys. That's a lot of core, okay? We're going to be really fired up. Let's go to the other side now. So best legs up to the sky. Take a breath in and exhale. Curl the shoulders up and twist to the right. Right shoulder blade off the mat and keep it off the mat. Hover your left leg this time. Keep it lower if you can or higher if you don't feel so strong. Just anywhere is fine, okay? All right, you're going to twist to the right. So inhale, lower the right leg to meet the left. Out to the side, squeeze it back in. Take it up and curl the tailbone up for one. Inhale, lower, out. Use your exhale here as you draw it in. Take it up and curl tailbone two. Inhale, out, in, exhale three. Inhale, out, squeeze it in, exhale four. Inhale, out, in, exhale five. Inhale, out, in, exhale six. Inhale, out, in, exhale seven. Inhale, out, in, exhale eight. Inhale, out, in, exhale nine. Inhale, out, in, exhale for 10. Release your left hand. And reach up for the right leg and grab it anywhere. Curl the tailbone towards you. Pull the leg towards you. All right, here we go. Inhale, lower left arm, right leg. Exhale, take it up. Chin to your chest, please, and pull the leg towards you. One. Curl in the tailbone. Inhale. Exhale, two. Focus on that exhale, okay? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, three. That's the power. Inhale. Exhale, scoop belly, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale. Exhale, six. Inhale. Exhale, seven. Inhale. Exhale, eight. Inhale. Exhale, nine. Inhale. Exhale for 10. Okay, bend the right leg and cradle the head with both hands. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the shoulders up and then twist, keeping the chest broad in Tadasana, and connect your left elbow to your right knee. Crunch it and curl tailbone up. Inhale, lower, extend the right leg straight. Exhale, up the middle. Right elbow, right knee, curl tailbone, squeeze and make contact. That's one. Inhale, lengthen away. Exhale, lift, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, up in the middle for two. Inhale, exhale, lift, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, three. Inhale, lift, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, four. Inhale, exhale, lift, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, five. Inhale, exhale, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, six. Inhale, exhale, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, seven. Inhale, exhale, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, eight. Okay, two more, you guys. Inhale, exhale, twist and tap. Inhale, exhale, nice. Scoop that belly. Inhale, exhale, lift, twist, and tap. You could do it, you guys. Inhale, exhale, up the middle, connect right elbow, left knee, right elbow, right knee, curl tailbone up, curl shoulders, and hold for 10. Push harder, elbow to knee, 9. Curl tailbone up more, 8. Shoulders up more, chin to your chest, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Okay, that was amazing, you guys. Okay, let's come onto your bellies, just stretch it out a little bit in Sphinx pose. So the elbows land right underneath your shoulders and the forearms are parallel. And here, tops of the feet are pushing into the mat, knees lift off the mat. Here, this is a great time to kind of connect with connecting, right? So drive your hands, palms, forearms into the mat and pull back in a traction movement. The only thing that's moving is this loose skin. So when this loose skin is taut, then your arms will stop moving. So push down and pull back and feel your shoulder blades plug down the back and look forward and stay here for 2 long, slow, deep breaths. So pubic bone is driving into the mat. You're scooping chest forward and up. Shoulder blades are way down the back. Feel the connection of the engagement of the glutes, of the thighs, of the tops of the feet, and keep pulling chest forward and break the pose. Okay, good. Put your hands right by your side so the hands are underneath your shoulders or the fingertips in line with the nipples, okay? Roll the shoulder heads back and squeeze the elbows in. Good, and either on the tops of the feet, bring the feet to touch, or tuck the toes under to make it a little bit easier. Here, draw your navel in so it's no longer touching the mat, scooping the belly and firming thighs and glutes. And then we're gonna do a reverse press up. So the elbows stay pinned to the side body and the shoulder head stay back. Take a breath in, exhale, drive through the hands into the earth. for a high plank and downward facing dog. Very nice, excellent. So we're gonna stay in down dog for 3 breaths. So take the feet hip width apart and pivot the heels wider. Push down through the hands and push away as you turn your biceps up to the ceiling. You should feel something happening underneath your shoulder blades. So that's this amazing activation of the lats and the serratus and all of that, okay? Index knuckle and thumb knuckle stay heavily rooted. Draw navel in towards the spine for your Uddiyana Bandha, your belly lock. Lift up through the pelvic floor for your Mula Bandha, your pelvic lock. So push down and forward with the hands, take tailbone up. Start to straighten the legs and drive heels down. Okay, we're going to warm up the wrists a little while we're doing high plank, okay? So looking forward, hollow the belly and scoop the belly. So you're really lifting the lower back to the sky. And I feel like it's a wave movement, a wave motion as you hobble the belly, you're kind of waving it forward. You're moving the shoulders forward over the wrists, okay? You might have to shimmy your feet back a little for the distance to be correct. And then start to land into this pose. And pushing down through finger pads and all 3 rows of knuckles. So the knuckles under your nails, the ones in the middle of the fingers, so the second row knuckles, and the ones on your hands. Push down powerfully, feel chest rise, feel shoulder blades spread apart in protraction. The tailbone lengthens towards the heels, but the energy of the heels also lengthen back. So drive your heels into my imaginary hands behind your heels, but they stay over the toes, okay? Good, start to squeeze palms towards each other, inner elbows and armpits, inner thighs, inner knees, inner ankles. So high plank is a very engaged pose, okay? And drawing your navel up to the skies on a string, curl your hip bones towards your lower ribs. Okay, so you're now in this perfect high plank. Look forward. Shift forward so the shoulders go beyond the wrist and shift back. Shift forward. As you shift forward, you hollow, scoop the belly a little bit more. Drive down through finger pads to protect the wrist and shift back 3 more times. Shift forward and shift back. Hollow belly, shift forward, shift back. Let's do 2 more. Push down, protract shoulder blades, scoop the belly, shift forward, pause, and shift back. Dead straight arms. Hollow belly, scoop belly, shoulder blades, protract, shift forward, and shift back. Downward facing dog. Very nice, you guys. Okay, good. And then coming down to our knees, let's turn our fingertips backwards and find the connection to the finger pads and push down through the whole of the palm. Good. And you're in this tabletop position. Hips are over the knees are hip width apart. Good. And so basic principle of yoga is the stacking of joints. So push down through your palms and feel your shoulder blades protract. Take tailbone heavy and feel hip bones curl towards lower ribs. And then lift up through the belly, scoop it, good, and pull the navel to the spine. Go ahead and lean back, look forward, and keep the shoulder blades plugged down the back. So can you feel this plugging down action? Good, and then go ahead and sit back onto your heels. The palms will rise up off the mat, shoulder blades down, look straight forward. And imagine the chest is scooping forward and up and break the pose. Shift forward and very gently lift the hands up to keep them safe. Backs of the hands to the mat, please. Palms up and find the connection between all 10 nails. If you can stay in this tabletop, that's fine. If it's a little bit much for you and it's tight, then walk the knees in a little bit, but do ground all 10 nails down. There's no efforting, there's no forcing. There's just this breath and the awareness where there is the greatest resistance in your body. So this is a hard pose for me. For some people, especially who are hypermobile, this is easy. They can straighten the arms, but I have to really effort here. I have to really focus here. Bend the elbows deeply and pick the hands up gently to keep the wrists safe. Okay, good. And then sitting back, just squeeze above your wrist bone and just take light little circles with the wrist without a tight fist, please. Keep the fingers loose and then reverse it. And change, other side. You're squeezing above the wrist bone to create a little bit of space that separates, creates this little separation to create space, and then reverse it. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's come to the top of the mat. So again, this practice today is all about opening hips, okay? So preferably if you have blocks nearby, put them there. If you don't have blocks, that's okay, okay? Just do the best you can. So palms at your heart center, set your intention for today's practice and offer your practice up to yourself or to someone you love any dedication. It could be a pet, a group of people, whatever is right for you. It could even be for gratitude or forgiveness. So we're going to begin with one silent attention at the third eye, space between the eyebrows. Breath in. Good, open your eyes, have a beautiful practice. It's an honor to teach you. So spread the fingers and reach the fingertips for the earth and reach them and stretch them down as you lift the chest and shoulder blades down until you really feel the contraction of the triceps. So with every move, be present and intentional here, okay? So you're really engaging and aligning. Inhale, the palms come together in front of you and lift them up and back, Hasta Uttanasana, standing back bend. So firm your thighs and glutes and drive your hips and thighs forward like if there's an imaginary wall in front of you. And then you lift out of the waist and reach back. So there's no compression in the lower back. Completely squeeze the glutes to stay out of the lower back and keep lengthening. So you should feel skin coming out of the leggings or shorts. And extend the arms back and extend the fingertips away from the crown of the head and feel the engagement of the kneecaps lifting and the glutes driving the hips forward. On the exhale, Uttanasana, you're going to fold yourself in half. So hinge at the hips, and there's no bending of the spine at all. Draw navel in and hold on to your ankles. Completely surrender. Curl your face into your own chest like it's the center of a cinnamon roll. Chin to chest, forehead on your shins, look straight up. Slowly lift the hips higher, inner knees, inner thighs back. And then here, pause. You want to find that Stiram Sukha, one of the basic principles of yoga, the balance between all your efforting, like pulling down and all that, and the ease that you create with your breath. Soft breath in and breath out. So you want to be able to maintain that state where your breath can stay long. If not, then you have to pull back a little bit, okay? Lightly with the fingertips down, draw navel in. Good, and you're going to step the right foot back. Maybe shimmy it back a little bit more. Left hip crease back and lift the left toes and push down through the big toe mat, little toe mat, and the heels. Okay, really activated pose here. Press down and float up. So there's no dumping into the hips and then lifting up, okay? You come right up into your high lunge. You might have to make some adjustment with the sits of the feet. So here, you want to square hips and chest forward. Hip bones are the headlights of a truck. They both have to face forward just like your chest, okay? So get all that lined up. Remember, the outer hip, we need it to work. So pull it back and squeeze it to the right. Good, and float the arms up. Slowly shimmy the right leg back and keep that right leg as straight and toned as possible. And you fight to keep the tailbone heavy so you don't arch into the back. Squeeze them from the right thigh and glute and maybe lower into 90 degrees with the left leg. Good. Squeeze it. One more. Inhale, lengthen out of the waist and arch your back with straight arms. That'll keep the whole line of muscle and fascia taut so you can really release it and lengthen it. Exhale, squeeze your right thigh and glute even more. Lift out of the waist and arch back. Very nice. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms down. Open the chest, tap the knee. Exhale, take it up. Straighten your right leg every time, more and more. Okay? Lift out of the waist and arch back. Inhale, sweep it down. Drive through the left heel. Left hip crease has to go back. Exhale, take it up. Lift out of the waist and arch back. Inhale, sweep it down. Exhale, take it up, squeeze them firm. Right thigh, glute, lift and arch back. Two more. Inhale down, exhale up. That right leg is burning. Feels so good. Savor it. It's juicy. Inhale down, exhale, take it up. Lift out of the waist and reach back and break the pose. Drop down to your right knee, please. Good. And land your hands onto your left thigh. Here you want your belly lock, your Uddiyana Bandha to be engaged. Well, it's engage the whole practice until the end. So draw navel in, okay? And lift the Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor. So here, the more your glute can squeeze, the more the hip will drive forward. So that's what we're trying to do, is open that hip. So push down through the balls of the right foot or the right knee. Push down and drag it forward and squeeze that glute and get that right thigh lower. Now push away from the left thigh, curl the upper body back, and even look over your left shoulder. Squeeze it and engage it and break the pose, okay? Frame your left foot. Float your right knee up off the mat, push away the mat ends, lift that left leg up, and step it back. Squeezing everything to the center line of the body. Palms, inner elbows, armpits, inner thighs, inner knees, and inner ankles. Take tailbone long. This is all the alignment for your high plank, right? And shift forward. We have 5 press-ups here. So drop down to your knees if you need to, okay? The elbows bend straight back. The shoulder heads stay up. Don't collapse them. Exhale 1. Try not to go too low if you don't have the strength yet, okay? Inhale, bend. Exhale 2. Inhale, bend. Exhale 3. Inhale, bend. Exhale 4. Inhale, bend. Exhale 5. Flip the feet, upward facing dog to open up the hips more. Roll the shoulder heads back, plug the shoulder blades down your back. Drive your palms into the mat and feel the lift. Feel the chest rise up. Feel the strain on the top of your head. Lengthen you up, up and away. Firm thighs and glutes. Squeeze them even more. Draw navel to your spine and downward facing dog. Very nice. Keep the belly scooped and hollow, please. Okay, good. And step the right foot forward. Go ahead and bring the knee down and look forward. So you're pushing down through finger pads and traction back by dragging them back. That will bring shoulder blades down, that will bring chest up, and that will open up the hip. It's very cool how the body and anatomy works, okay? So understanding how it works, you can isolate that hip. Squeeze that left glute more. Very nice. Keep your hands framing that right foot. We're going to go to half splits, okay? So the belly never leaves the thigh. I put crazy glue on your leggings or shorts, so they never separate, even if you cannot straighten your right leg completely. So inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, straighten the right leg. So there are 3 activations we'll go through, and then you could do it on your own on the other side. So the breath in lengthens the spine. That means you're pushing down through finger pads or palms, pushing down and pulling back. Do you feel the shoulder blade plug down the back? It's only when the shoulder blade plugs down the back that our chest could move forward now. Okay, so that's the in-breath every time. Exhale, first activation. Kick heel down and pull it back with all your might. Try to move that heel back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, this time curl your pubic bone back while you're kicking that heel and pulling it back, yeah? Some of you can even push the back of the knee to the mat. Remember, belly stays on the thigh. Third one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift the right hip crease higher. Pull that towards the back left corner of the mat. I should see your body going at a diagonal. You get right into the ITBM and the back of the hamstring tendon behind your right knee. Can you find the scooping in the belly, the curling backwards of your pubic bone, kick and pull and pull and pull, and break the pose. Very nice, okay? Go ahead and rebend. You're gonna float the left knee off the mat. Immediately, you firm and tone it. Make sure the right outer hip is working, so pull it back and squeeze it to the left and keep it back there. It's going to want to keep coming forward, okay, cheating forward. Okay, get everything ready, pull navel in. Right heel is pushing down. You can even lift your right toes and firm left thigh and glute. Go ahead and float the arms up, keep the belly on the thigh. Roll the shoulder heads back. Imagine there's a dime between your shoulder blades and squeeze it. And reach your fingertips and touch the back wall. That right hip, pull it back and squeeze the left. We want to make it work. Now pulse the palms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Super strong arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull navel towards the spine and either bump the back foot forward or come up right into warrior 3. Please practice with the right alignment so you strengthen the right parts of the body. So lower your left hip and left chest. Even if you fall, it's okay. Spiral your left inner thigh to ceiling. Squeeze left thigh glute and lift it. Navel is in. Look forward. Eyeballs are forward and the chest is moving forward. Extend the arms back. Squeeze until you feel your triceps. and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up a little bit and give me a little curtsy. Tuck the left knee behind the right while you keep pulling right hip crease back. Sink the weight into the right heel and maybe even tap the mat with your left knee. And stay here. And then wrap the left leg around the right for Garudasana Eagle. So here, double wrap if you can, but everything shrink wraps to the center line. So shoot everything in, squeezing inner knees, inner thighs, sit bones. Left arm under, right arm over. Look forward and bend deeper and scoop the elbows forward and up. Drive palm to palm and take the hands away from the face. Shoulder blades plug down the back, sink lower and deeper, deeper into that heel. We're gonna do one more round. So peel the chest open, find warrior 3. Eyeballs are forward, you know the alignment, squeeze the palms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, little curtsy. Make sure the outer hip is working. What do you have to do there? Curtsy and wrap it. Shrink wrap the whole body towards the center line. Shoot, everything squeezes in. Left arm under, right arm over. Elbows forward and up. Palms drive into each other as you take them away from your face. Spreading shoulder blades in protraction. Sink the weight into the heel and bend deeper. And if you choose, hollow the belly and take the eagle over the nest. Scoop the belly, look forward, and keep moving the arms forward. Eyeballs are forward, and break the pose. Very nice. Inhale the arms together, arms forward, palms together, and take it up and back. Firming thighs and glutes. Little shoulder wiggle here. Stretching into the side body here. Good. And Uttanasana forward fold. Go ahead and take it into forward fold. Look up between your legs and tune into your breath. If the last few moves kind of took your breath away, try to find that easefulness in your breath. Look up between your legs to release the back of the neck. Chin is compressed to your chest. All 3 bandhas are on right now, actually. The first 2 that we have the whole practice, the belly lock and the pelvic lock. But now we turn on the third one, Jalana Harabandha, our throat lock, when we brought our chin to our chest. Good. Draw up through navel, please. Lightly with the fingertips. Step the left leg back. Get all your alignment set up and all your activation and float up light as a feather. Okay, good. I always have to take a moment to kind of get the distance between the feet. Try to straighten that left leg more. Try to keep the tailbone down. Good. And when you're ready, float the arms up. We have 2 breaths, and in breaths and out breaths, static here, okay? So go through the alignment. So you're really trying to bring the hips square. And as you do that, you straighten your left leg more and take tailbone heavy. So you're completely isolating that left hip. And then lift out of the waist on the in-breath and reach back with straight arms and lengthen fingertips away from kind of the head. Good, and lengthen, lengthen, squeeze. Tailbone is down. You've isolated that hip flexor. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms down, peel chest open, squeeze shoulder blades, tap. Take it up, lift out of the waist, and arch it back. Inhale, sweep it down. Use your right heel, push down through that. Take it up, lift out of the waist, and arch back. Inhale, sweep it down, tap. Exhale, take it up, squeeze left leg straight, lift and arch back. Inhale down, exhale up, lift and arch back. Squeeze it. One more time, let's do it. Inhale down, tap, and exhale, lift out of the way, straighten left leg completely. Bend deeper into the right leg, and straighten the arms more, reach it back. Reach your fingertips straight away from kind of the head. Very nice, and come down to your left knee. Okay, good, and drive away from that right thigh. So the lower body is down, but you're curling the upper body back. Look over your right shoulder to maybe square the hips more. Make sure that left glute is squeezing like mad. Very nice, excellent. Okay, framing that right foot, flip the left knee up and step the right foot back. Okay, we have 5 press-ups this time. So shift it forward, inhale, bend, bring your knees down if you need to, exhale, straight to 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, elbows bend straight backwards, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Knees down, just sit back onto your heels to relax the spine, and then we'll do the final 5 press-ups, okay? Just connect with your core here. You worked really hard so far. This is like a warm-up part, and it's a lot. Draw navel in, make sure the bonders are engaged, because then they make you feel strong and light. All right, lift the shoulders forward to the wrists and float the knees up or keep them down. Shift forward, chaturanga, high plank, phalakasana 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Again, knees down, sit back and feel the lower back stretch out by taking sit bone and tailbone heavy and scooping belly. Inhale, lift the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, Shtanga Namaskar. Look forward, chest and chin down to mat, and squeeze your elbows into your side body. If it's available to you, scoot your chest back 2 inches. Good, and then slither forward into low cobra. If you could bring the big toes to touch, that's great. Cobra has 1 tail. Otherwise, they might separate a little bit. For me, they sometimes separate a little because of tightness in the hips, okay? So drive down through the tops of the feet and the knees will come up off the mat, okay? Squeeze and firm the thighs and glutes. Now roll the shoulder heads back. Pretend there's a dime between your shoulder blades and you're squeezing the blades to keep it there. Push down through the heels of the hands. I like to lift my fingers up, but you could keep the palms down. Drive down and feel this lift, and then traction the hands back towards the hip bones as you squeeze shoulder blades and curl the shoulders heads up more. Pin the elbows to the side body as you drive down through pubic bone and peel the chest up off the mat. You have 5 breaths here. So this is all about the back side of the body, which is opening up that hip, right? So squeeze and firm thighs and glutes. Continue to push down, traction the hands back. It's so important. You should feel the whole body toning. Some of you could move your hands forward slightly and maybe straighten the arms more, but low cobra is actually the most work and the hardest. Some of you could straighten the arms without jamming the back, please. Thighs and glutes stay super toned, please. Okay, good. And then here, if you're in with the straight arms, just go ahead and bend them. We're going to stay on the tops of the feet or tuck the toes under, okay? So roll the shoulder heads back and squeeze shoulder blades and draw navel in, kind of like we started, okay? And we're going to go into a high plank. Take a breath in, exhale, drive away the mat, high plank, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. Good, and bring the right knee down and slide that knee back. So our whole idea is to get the right thigh lower. So find the activation, finger pads or hands. Push down and pull back. Good, squeeze that right thigh and glute and lift the heart gloriously. Good, and notice your alignment. Alignment is so key. So pulling that hip crease back on the left side. Squeeze towards the center line of the body. Otherwise, it's not working. It's being lazy and collapsing, okay? Belly on thigh. Go ahead and straighten that left leg. Okay, good. Keep the belly on the thigh. You have 3 breaths here. Take yourself through this. Inhale, find length. What does that mean? Exhale, kick and pull back. Inhale. Exhale. Curl pubic bone back as you kick, heel, and pull it back. There are a lot of sensations here. Move towards the sensation if it's a safe kind of sensation, right? If it's a sharp pain, then kind of back out and come out of it. One more big breath in. Exhale, hip crease higher. Pull that left hip crease toward the back right corner. Feel your hamstring tendon. And break the pose. Very nice, you guys. Okay, good. And look for it, rebend and float the right knee up. Get everything set and float the arms up. Squeeze and engage and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Warrior 3. Fly it. Push down. Now take the time to get the alignment, hips and chest to the mat, and pulse the arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your curtsy. Find a little curtsy. So the body is quite upright. You're sinking the weight into the left heel. Remember that left outer hip. Make it work, make it work, make it work. So straightening that outer hip is important for runners, hikers, walkers, everybody who is alive. So if you exercise, it gets tight. If you don't exercise, it gets tight. So go ahead and wrap the right leg around. So one of those things, it gets tight no matter what. Right arm under. Find the full engagement, you guys. Squeeze it. We have one more round. Peel it open. Warrior 3, you guys. Belly is in, firm right side glute, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find a curtsy. Little curtsy, belly is in. Go ahead and wrap it. Shoot. Everything shrink wraps to the center and hold and hold and hold. Sink the weight into the left heel. And if you choose, hollow the belly, take the eagle forward, keep your eyeballs forward, and keep moving the arms forward. Squeeze and hug in. Sit bones is the most key here, and break the pose. Very nice, excellent, you guys. All right, take a few steps back from the front of the mat, and you're gonna come into a wide squat. So your toes can point out if you choose. You can take the legs quite wide, and bring your palms together at heart center. I'll turn around. And you want to push down the palms so that the forearms are 180 degrees. We're going to go into crow pose here, but first we want to feel this activation. So squeeze these in, but the elbows push out. That's called opposing action, yeah? That's how you gain a lot of power. And you dig deep into the deepest strength that you have, okay? Mula Bandha is squeezing, Uddiyana Bandha is engaged, and go ahead. Palms down. The knees can be on the outside or behind the triceps. I feel the triceps is easier because it's like a little shelf. Look forward, always looking forward, chest is moving forward. Lift the hips up high. From that height, shift forward. Squeeze palms, inner elbows and armpits towards each other, and the feet will float up. And then exhale, engage more, squeeze in more. Shoulder blades stay down the back. For those who have one-legged crow, go ahead to one-legged crow. Everybody, we're going to go into chaturanga. So step or float back, chaturanga, low plank. Or go through high plank to low plank. And then find your upward facing dog. Stay here for a moment to let the hips open up. Firm it. Make sure that you feel the back of the head and neck long. There's a string pulling you up, that you feel your triceps, and now navel towards the spine, downward facing dog. Turn the right heel to the center of the mat and flip your left leg up. Push down and forward with the hands and look under your left armpit to the ceiling. Look straight up to the ceiling and keep driving the right hand down and forward. Good, excellent. And you're really, really trying to open that hip up here. Now we're going to go the other direction. Look under your right armpit to the ceiling. You will feel the juiciness of the hamstring tendon behind the right knee. Keep squeezing that leg to lift it. But left chest, left hip down, isolate that hamstring tendon. Oh, that's so juicy. Okay, very nice. All right, so here, push down and forward with the left hand and stretch that left leg up. And then maybe you can take your right hand off the mat and grab the inside of the right ankle and hold. Keep pushing down and forward. Firm that left thigh glute. Hold. Find steadiness. Good. Right hand comes down. Right toes forward. Lift up high. Go ahead and bend the left knee and roll the left hip on top of the right. And roll the left shoulder on top of the right. Now the power is going to push to the right hand. Push down. Left fingers are tented. Push down and then revolve your hip back. Revolve your chest under the armpit. Start to straighten that left leg. Squeeze the glute and reach back. And breathe into the side body. You can feel the lengthening of all the tissues over the hip bone into your QL. Drop the leg behind you, wow thing. Keep the right leg straight, please. Push down to rise up. Open up the hips. Drive down through finger pads and knuckles. Push down. Right hip, right chest up to ceiling more. Take the left arm overhead. Push down and rise up. Sit bones up. Pupil bone up. Hip bones up. Good. Now keep pushing down so much with the right hand that you could pick your left leg up and touch the knee. And then look down and forward. Bring your left thigh to your chest. Keep pushing down and forward. Pivot on the balls of the right foot. Pause. And land your left foot. Bring your right knee down. Good, maybe scoot it back a little and untuck the toes. Pause. Before the hands come up, make sure you use engagement to rise up. So start to push both feet down, top of the right, bottom of the left, and scissor towards each other. Squeeze your Mula Bandha, and can you lift your hands without any efforting, that you're floating up. So word here, the left outer hip is going to want to lose force, so keep pulling it back to the right, okay? Land your hands onto your left thigh, push down to the top of the right foot, try to pull it forward and maybe straighten that leg. Oh, total hip opener. Okay, if that's okay, keep that right leg as toned and firm as possible and take Kali Mudra. Interlace the fingers, cross the index fingers, cross the thumb. Release the index fingers and cross the thumb, straight arms, take it back. So biceps turn down, triceps onto the ceiling. Straighten the arms, lengthen them further back. Extend them behind the head, behind the ears if you can. Tune into that right thigh and glute. We're trying to get that right thigh lower. The left knee can go past the left ankle in this pose. Stay with a long, slow, deep breath. Stay in a parasympathetic state so the body can open up. Yeah, don't go into sympathetic where it's fight or flight. Okay, you should feel the intensity of the right leg, right hand behind the left. Use your head to push the arms back. Squeeze it and bring the knee down and arch back. Okay, good. Now bend your right elbow and push it behind the head and give your right shoulder blade a massage or a scratch with your right hand. Use your head to push it back. Now look behind your right armpit and then look up to stretch that a little bit more. And then look forward. We're going to take full Gomukhasa cow face. The left arm extends out and the palm turns down in internal rotation of the shoulders, and take the arm up and take a bind with a strap, your ponytail, shirt, or the bind. Keep the right elbow behind the head. Lower body stays so engaged. Scissoring the 2 feet. And you'll cultivate this activation and this power and strength. Good, and break the pose. Open your chest to the right, and we're going to do 2 variations here. Open chest to the right and catch a hold of that foot from the instep and drop the thigh down. And graze the outside edge of that hip with that heel. That's the first step. Second step is square hips and chest forward. Good. And then third step is push away from the left thigh and curl it back. Go ahead and curl it back and keep low with the right thigh. Kick into that hand and stay. So you're working to bring the right hip, right chest forward. And the Mula Bandha is squeezing to help keep you supported. Stay with a long, slow, deep breath. And if you can, go to your second variation, okay? So maybe easy pigeon, put the foot to the crook of the elbow, pivot the lower arm up and take a bind. Kick that leg into that crook of the elbow and kick it away as the right thigh drops down and you engage that glute. Use the head to push the arm to the left and look forward. You'll feel your pec minor stretching. Get the right thigh lower. Continue to scissor left foot and right knee. That right glute is engaged and break the pose. Okay, good. Side plank. So the right hand is going to come down. That's the power, okay? So you can take it into any variation, okay? So this is intermediate, experience intermediate, okay? So the right hand is the power. So float the right knee up, push down so much that you can step back, shoulder stack on shoulder, hip on hip, and foot on foot. Otherwise, if you are working with Varsasthasana 2, then push down through the right hand and take the instep of the left foot or the toe and slide it up. Push down and rise up and turn right hip, right chest to the ceiling. Remember, right finger pads and knuckles, all of that pushes down. Do you feel how much power? Take a breath in. Exhale, push away and lift. Slowly straighten the right leg if you can. Good. Right hip, right chest more. Left leg way out to the left. Or if your hamstrings are tight, just keep the knee bent. Okay, drop the leg behind you, open the front of the body. So you could do wild thing. You could bring the soles of the feet together and turn hips and chest to the ceiling for your flip dog. Otherwise, push down through right hand, pivot on the heel, and drop it back into full pose. So anywhere you're at here is fine. Push down and breathe into front body, into the navel, into the ribs. Good, and stay. Maybe pulse your chest forward if you're in full pose. Stay on your right hand, push down and come out of that. Very nice. Okay, other side. So left hand down, go ahead and take it up. Power the push, push down and rise up. Left shoulder blade plugs down the back so that shoulder unit is really solid and strongly engaged, right? And take the right leg out to the right. Left hip, left chest up to the ceiling. Push down, find your power, drop the leg behind you, any variation here. So some of you might come down to your forearms, some of you might stay in wild thing. So whatever is right for you, stay here. If you're in full pose, you can walk your feet in, no jam in the back, just breathe. Just breathe. Feel the lengthening of the front body, which is then the lengthening and opening of the hips. Stay on your left hand and come out of that. Very nice, you guys. Land into high plank, shift it forward, find your chaturanga, upward facing dog. Good, and as we move back, we're gonna return to chaturanga for some of you, or come to high plank, okay? So chaturanga and then high plank, okay? Or you could go straight to high plank. Now we're gonna put our forearms down for dolphin. So as we lift the hips up and back, look forward, shoulder blades down, bend the elbows, kind of like turtle dog. Bend it and squeeze them towards each other, and then you could place your forearms down. Very nice, you guys. Walk the feet in, keep the belly scooped, drive down through forearms and biceps forward. Okay, good. You should feel the chest melt towards the thighs. You may stay here. If you want to do a little more shoulder strengthener, then you could follow me. You're going to look forward between your thumbs, push down through palms, elbows come up, but keep squeezing them towards each other. And then start to shift forward. Keep the arms at 90 degrees, find your chaturanga, and then lift the hips up and back, place the forearms down for 1. And then come forward into chaturanga, and back and down for 2. And forward into chaturanga, and back and down for 3. And then push down through the palms and lift the arms up. Very nice. Left heel turns in, sweep your right leg up. Look under your right armpit first. Good, and push your right hand away. Good, and then let's get into the hamstring tendon. Drop right hip, right chest, look under your left armpit to the ceiling. Keep squeezing that right leg, but boy, that hamstring tendon on the back left knee is really intense. Curl your pubic bone up to the sky and release, look down to the mat and stretch your right leg away. Push your right hand down away and pick your left hand up and hold the inside of the left ankle maybe. Good, and keep stretching away, stretching away. You can just stay in three-legged dog if you can't take one hand up off the mat. Okay, place your left hand back down, pivot the toes forward, lift up high. Go ahead, stack shoulders and hips. Find that activation in that right glute and reach it back. Straighten it and breathe into the side body. Drop it behind you, wild thing. Stay in this wild thing. Drive down to rise up. Okay, good. Look down and forward and bring your right knee up to touch. Keep pushing down through the left hand. Bring the thigh to your chest and look forward. Pivot on the balls of the left foot. And then step the right foot forward and bring the left knee down. Very nice. Untuck the toes. Immediately, you're engaged as you float up. There's no collapsing down. People do this bouncing down and up because they've collapsed into the hip socket. We're not going to do that. We're going to find that lift right away. Okay, you can land your hands onto your right thigh if you need that interim step. Otherwise, go ahead straight to Kali Mudra. Interlace fingers, release index fingers, and cross the thumbs. So you're here for several breaths. So this is where you go deep within your internal practice and feel all the engagement. Feel the alignment and make sure that right outer hip is carrying its weight, right? Good, straight arms further back. Extend fingertips away from crown of the head and send your chest forward. Maybe the left knee can float off the mat, straighten that leg, and keep the thigh and glute firm. Arch it back. Left hand behind the right, you guys. Use your head to push straight, arms back. And drop the knee down and arch it back. Go ahead and bend your left elbow and pull it over. Go through what you need to find your full Gomukhasa cow face pose. Good, and the head pushes the elbow back, it stays behind the head, and keep the lower body super active. You should feel this dragging forward the back leg. And break the pose. Open your chest to left, catch a hold of that back foot. So one of two variations. This is the first one. So you can always stay in this first variation too, okay? So drive it in, graze the outside edge of the left hip, and then square hips and chest forward. And then push away from the right thigh and curl the upper body back. Drive your left thigh forward. Squeeze that glute. Kick into that hand to create this thing called PNF, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. We're kind of contracting what we're trying to lengthen, shrinking the body. Okay, second variation, maybe easy pigeon. See where you go from here. Good. Any variation here, and kick it away, away, away. No compression, lower back. Just calm, slow breaths. Getting that left thigh lower and lower and lower. And break the pose. Very nice. Okay, good. We're going to move into our side plank now. So left hand down, power the push, any side plank variation of your choice, please. Push down and rise up. Good. Push down and rise up. Release the leg and place the right foot in front of the left and take your right arm up. Push down through the whole of the left palm and find that lift in the side body. Now, the right foot's in front of the left, just square hips and chest and sweep your right arm under and give yourself a hug. Walk your fingertips to the inside of the left shoulder blade and keep the left shoulder blade over the left wrist. And then sweep it open, squeeze shoulder blades, open chest for one, and sweep it under and open for two, and sweep it under and open for three. Two more. Sweep it under, give yourself a hug, open for four, and sweep it under and open for five. Okay, other side, right hand down. Good. And you're going to come into this side plank first, okay? So push down any variation that you took on the other side, please. Vashisthasana 1 or 2. Release the foot and place the left foot in front of the right, please. You're in your side plank. Take your left arm up, inhale, exhale, sweep it under, square hips and chest, keep the shoulders over the right wrist, peel it open for one, and sweep it under, and open for two, and under, and open for three, and sweep it under, hug yourself, open for four, and sweep it under, and open for five. That's beautiful, you guys. Hand down, shift it forward, chaturanga, upward facing dog, back to chaturanga, high plank, forearms down. So here, stay in dolphin or any variation, or you could take it into your Pincha Mayurasana, your inversion. So walk the feet in, and take the other leg up, push down and step up. Push down and rise up. It's the power of the push. Biceps forward, bring your chin to your chest, and thread the head through. Keep pushing down. Firm thighs and glutes, and thread the head through. It's the whole external rotation of the shoulders. There's no dumping in the lower back. Firm thighs and glutes, and stay. If you're inverted, go ahead and flip the legs down and straighten the arms. Downward facing dog. Beautiful, you guys. All right, so we're gonna inhale the left leg up. For those who want to take a few hops, you don't have to go into handstand, okay? We're just practicing getting both feet off. But lift up high and balls the right foot, that left leg has to be engaged. Look forward, shift forward, and push down, and maybe you can float up. And then just find your, just play with the balance. Feel it? Okay, good. And then maybe the hips are over the shoulders, push down and lift up. Stay. So the first one, second one, it's like that's why we do three. Just feel the stacking of the joints, and then you could get it, okay? Left leg forward and warrior one. Let's find Virabhadrasana 1, and it's the outside edge of the right foot, driving it to the mat, chest and hip forward, and take the arms up. No arching into the back, please. And powerfully open to warrior 2, please. So land warrior 2. Look over your front middle finger and connect with the outside edge of the right foot. Flip the fingers up to the sky for your pericardium stretch, releasing all the tension around the heart. Push away so the walls are coming in and they're gonna like squish you. So push. The body is as hard as a diamond here. And push, and you go deep within to find that balance, Stiram Sukham, the balance between the effort and the ease. Release the pericardium stretch, warrior two. We're gonna go into Skandasana to open up the inner thighs a little bit more, help the hips. So turn your head to the right, bring your palms together, bend your right leg, and Skandasana, bring the left sit bone down. Drive through the sole of the right foot, keep the hips low to the left, and to the center, and back to warrior two. We're gonna do one more, okay? Skandasana to the right, Skandasana to the left, to the center, and warrior two. Very nice, excellent, you guys. Wimble the arms down, pivot the left toes to the left, and pivot the right toes forward. Squeezing from your right thigh, I'm going to give a little rocking lizard and a bouncing lizard. So rock it forwards and back, and bounce it. Okay, rock it back a little and drop the knee down, untuck the toes, and come to your lizard. So you might be on your hands. Otherwise, the outside forearm on a block and then the inside forearm on a block, or the forearms on the mat. So any variation here, drive through the forearms and pull back. Feel the engagement of the bandhas, good, and land into the bandhas, the awareness of the bandhas and the breath here. So if you're very flexible, then the left palm on top of the left foot, and connect your left armpit to the left shin. Squeeze your left elbow back so it hugs towards the ribs, and look forward and slide down, chest and chin down to the mat. And keep walking your right leg back. Feel the lift in the bandhas, please, and stay here. Long, slow, deep breaths. So lean left if you want. A lot of hip opening, which means the rest of your day is going to be fabulous once you open that up. Good, and make sure bandhas are engaged. Soften the breath. And break the pose. Okay, turn your left toes and left knee to the top left corner of the mat, so it's at a 45-degree angle. Flex the left foot and roll to the outside edge of that foot. Place your left hand to the left of that foot and lift and lower 3 times. We're telling your body, hey, we've got this range of motion. Although we don't, we're really leaning over to help it, right? But over time, you will get it more easily. Now let that leg just fall open wherever it will and look straight forward. On the inhale, find the maximum length from pubis bone to crown of the head. On the exhale, walk it forward, you guys. Walk it forward. Don't lose a single millimeter of the length of the front of the body. Hoist your chest forward. Go ahead and pull it forward and then surrender. You can stack your hands, stack your forearms, whatever is good for you. Let that left leg fall open and connect with your breath and with the 2 bandhas here. Lean to the left to get a little bit more sensation. Use your breath and stay here. And break the pose. Okay, leaning out your right hand, push down and revolve your chest open, traction that thigh open. Just revolve the chest. Tuck your back toes under, scoot the knee back, bend and catch a hold of that foot from the outside with a strap or with your hand. That left shoulder blades down the back as you drive the heel into your glute. If you could come down to your right forearm, it's a lot easier. Here, your hips are going to lift up a little bit because it goes away from the sensation. It's easier. So drive your right thigh down and lower your right hip. Then lengthen front body by arching back. Lengthen it. And you're going to isolate that hip flexor even more. Stay. Long, slow, deep breaths. Breathe. And stay steady and still. So Stiram Sukham, the balance between effort and ease, is also about being completely still. Finding that stillness and break the pose. Very nice. Okay, walk your hands over to the right. Pivot the heels wider than the toes. Push down through the outside edge of the feet and lift the kneecaps and curl tailbone up to the sky. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward, wide leg forward fold. Get the back of the head to the mat and look straight up at your Mula Bandha. Keep the bandhas engaged and focus on the breath. Your yoga practice is a moving meditation. You're doing your meditation work now. Breaking the pose, interlace the fingers behind your back. Let the arms fall overhead in Prasarita arms. Keep the body